What's up, Jared over here? Today is the weekly setup review of not Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown. This is the craziest setup review ever. The freaking Rock is back! Oh my god. I cannot believe that I'm saying The Rock is back. They started the show off with Austin Theory in the ring. Pat McAfee returned, coming out to the ring, pretty much talking smack to Austin Theory and saying how he needs to treat the crowd better and they're the people and everything. And he's like, they need to be treated well by the People's Champ, or like, not People's Champ, but it was like kind of like a hint towards The Rock, but the crowd wasn't completely buying it. And then The Rock music hits. The crowd lost their goddamn minds when The Rock music hit. He comes out from the stage just standing, soaking it in. The crowd was going absolutely insane. Probably the loudest crowd I've ever seen on SmackDown. They were losing their minds. He ends up getting on the post, raising his arm in the air, ends up getting in the ring, grabs the mic, looks at Austin Theory, goes to talk, and Austin Theory starts ripping on The Rock, and he goes, "Shut your bitch ass up." I'm like, oh my god! The Rock just told Austin Theory to shut his bitch ass up. Oh my god. God dang. Austin Theory just was told. And then The Rock went to talk again. And Austin Theory goes, "It doesn't matter what you have to say." I'm like, oh my god, Austin Theory does what The Rock did. And then The Rock's like, "No, it does matter what I have to say." And he starts ripping Austin Theory to shreds. Ripping on him. And then he says, "Finally, The Rock has come back to Denver, Colorado." And then Austin Theory starts ripping on The Rock, going back and forth. And then Austin Theory slaps The Rock, knocking his sunglasses off. The Rock then spine busters Austin Theory, and then hits the people's elbow on Austin Theory. The crowd was losing their mind. I couldn't believe. I lost my mind when The Rock returned. I'm so hyped right now. This show probably is one of the greatest SmackDowns in like years, because of just what half of just like promos and just what happened, like, in just shenanigans and stuff. Then he has Pat McAfee do the people's elbow, which she did a really good job. Absolutely insane. The crowd lost their mind. Then backstage after this segment, The Rock's talking to Pat McAfee, and then he's like, "Oh, somebody wants to talk to you." It's John Cena. John Cena, who's now full-time right now, gets in the face of The Rock, kind of looking angry, and he goes, "Welcome back," and he shakes his hand. I don't know, this is kind of early, but I got a prediction, because Cena right now is full-time. He's full-time for like 4 months or so. But I think he's going to keep on adding on, because Cena's back because of the Hollywood thing, and the Hollywood thing just got like delayed more. I think that's another reason why The Rock showed up. Also, The Rock probably showed up because of this UFC and WWE merge thing. UFC, the company that owns that TKO, finally bought WWE, and it's now all together, and that's probably another reason why The Rock showed up. But the Hollywood movies are completely like on hold right now for like 6 months or so. That's probably why The Rock's back and Cena's back. But I got a prediction. I think WrestleMania 40. This is early. A lot of people think it's to be The Rock and Roman now, but he never even hinted towards it. Cena versus Rock one last time. Rock retires. Cena retires The Rock. I'm just thinking that because I think this is the Rock's kind of last time run. He looks old now, but he's still like huge, but you can tell his face. Cena's closer to his last run, but I think just by how Cena looked at him, like kind of a little angry, I think it's going to be that, but I could be wrong. But my prediction right now, I could end up changing, but Cena retires The Rock at WrestleMania 40. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so after that, everything else kind of just felt weak the rest of the show, because The Rock freaking showed up at the beginning of the show. It was Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. Actually a pretty good dang good match, going back and forth and everything. AJ Styles was about to win, and then Jimmy Uso jumps the barricade, getting in the face of AJ Styles with Judgment Day on the ringside, and Finn Balor rolls up. AJ Styles 1, 2, 3, getting the cheap win. After that, LWO was in the ring. All of them. Santos Escobar, Rey Mysterio, the tag team, and then Zelina Vega. And Santos Escobar started talking to Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio was saying like how the LWO has like shown a real family and everything. But then he's like, Santos Escobar is like, "Well, Rey, I respect you like crazy and everything, but I want a title opportunity at your title, at the United States title." He's like, "After all we've been through," Rey Mysterio says this to Santos Escobar, you want to take my title?" And he's like, "Well, of course I'm gonna give you a title opportunity because I respect you so much as well." And then Bobby Lashley's music hit. The Street Profits and Bobby Lashley come out. Bobby Lashley talking back. He's like, "Oh man, this is gonna be so easy. The LWO's falling apart. All the other tag teams are falling apart. We're gonna dominate, like I said." And then the tag team, the LWO, challenged the Street Profits. Street Profits ended up picking up the victory, and then it turned into a brawl between the LWO and Street Profits and Bobby Lashley. And Bobby Lashley ended up taking out Rey Mysterio. I think Bobby Lashley's going to go after that United States title. And they announced next week Street Profits versus Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar, which will be okay. Not too hyped about that. The next match was an absolute banger, in my opinion. Was LA Knight versus The Miz again. No special referee, John Cena. It was a normal ref. Miz almost won a couple times. LA Knight almost won a couple times. Just the crowd was going crazy. LA Knight ends up in the BFT. 1, 2, 3, clean pin right in the middle of the ring. Normal ref. LA Knight has beaten Miz. LA Knight gets on the mic. He's like, I told you when I first showed up on SmackDown, I'm coming, I'm dominating, I'm taking gold. It doesn't matter if it's Rey Mysterio, the United States champion, Gunther, the Intercontinental champion, Seth Rollins, World Heavyweight champion, and it sure doesn't matter if it's Roman Reigns. I'm coming for some gold. So calling out Roman Reigns, pretty big deal. But it'll be interesting where they're going with LA Knight. They're clearly pushing him pretty much. The next match was boring. Asuka versus Bayley. Asuka ended up winning because Shotzi ended up getting involved in the match. And then it's just building on the show next week when it's Asuka getting her title. She's getting her title shot against Io Sky for the women's championship. That match was boring and everything, but the next part was the Grayson Waller show, and John Cena was the special guest. It was the main event. John Cena comes out, and Grayson Waller pretty much just starts ripping on Cena, how he's outdated. He is the greatest of all time, but he is right now one of the worst people on the SmackDown card. Cena takes his shirt off, takes his head off. He goes to start ripping on Austin Theory, and Jimmy Uso comes out, and he gets in the ring. He's like, Cena, I told you, nobody wants you to be here. And he's like, well, Cena, you better hit me. You better take me out like you did 2 weeks ago. Otherwise, I'm going to take you out. And then Solo Sikoa's music hits. Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman rushing into the ring. Solo gets in the ring and gets right up in Cena's face. Cena gets up in Solo's face. So clearly Cena's in the Bloodline story kind of right now. And Solo goes to spike Jimmy like a trick. Super kicks Cena. Jimmy Uso and Solo are beating down on Cena. AJ Styles music hits. AJ comes out, saves Cena, beats up Solo Sikoa. Cena starts beating up Jimmy, goes to attitude adjustment. Jimmy and Solo Sikoa saves him, and then AJ Styles and John Cena stand tall in the ring. Oh my god, this show is insane. AJ Styles and John Cena being together, because I'm like, in 2016 SummerSlam, how many years ago they had a huge feud, 2017 Royal Rumble for the title. Like, they don't have the best relationship. They got beef and everything, but they're working together. And clearly, AJ Styles and Cena are being built into this Bloodline story. I have no idea if The Rock's going to be built in the story. I'm so, overwhelmed from the show. It was so freaking good. The Rock returning. I can't believe The Rock's back. Cena's full-time again. AJ's in the Bloodline story. Cena's in the Bloodline story. Maybe The Rock will be in the Bloodline story. It's just so much. This show was so good. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. The women's match was bad, but doesn't matter. The Rock takes 2.5 out of the rating. LA Knight with the half of the rating, star of the rating, so that's 3.5. Cena and AJ take the rest of it. It's over 5 out of 5 in my opinion. This show was golden because The Rock, John Cena, AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio, LA Knight. I don't know. There's no other way to make this show better. This show, it's I have no words for this. It's just so good. But this is Jared W. Make sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned for more wrestling figure content. I'll see you guys in the next one. The Rock has finally came back to the WWE.